One thing was, I wanted to get back with you guys on the flu shots. I think the question was asked from Dawn if family members,
Yes.
dependents could be included in the flu shots, and yes, they can here. That's what April informed me. However, they will be charged at the public rate. We are charged at the county rate, is what she had informed us, as they've always done in the past.
Can we have those rates? Do you have them there?
She's getting those for me.
Okay,
I don't have those at this
okay.
point, but she said we're looking at starting probably this end of September.
Okay. In last year, my wife as a township trustee provided flu shots through Parkview Occupational Health for all the firefighters.
Oh, okay.
And then if they wanted their family members, they had to pay for them, if they wanted them. She's asked me to ask, and I keep forgetting, so I'm asking you. Ask if April is interested in doing that
Okay.
project.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So the township will pay for the fire department volunteers,
right.
but the family will be at cost.
Family
Is
has
that
to
what it is?
pay,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I'll get with April on that.
So really, we're not gonna deal with the flu shots right now, because we don't know what the price is on.
Correct. She
Okay.
hasn't gotten that
Okay.
with me yet, so.
Okay, thank you.
That was just an FYI for you. I did receive a letter this morning from one of the commissioners for the Whitley County Domestic Violence Task Force. Apparently in the past, we've been able to decorate the gazebo with purple ribbons and banners to raise awareness for domestic violence. And Meredith Hoffman has requested that again, that it be decorated this year. They would have it decorated from Friday night, September the 28th through October the 31st.
And that's purple ribbons.
Correct. Purple ribbons and banners to raise awareness for domestic violence.
I remember I told you about Ionia, Michigan, a beautiful town, but every light post through Ionia, Michigan had a big purple ribbon on, okay? So we had made a couple of stops going through town, and they have signs about the survivors, you know. And we stopped twice and asked 4 people, what's a purple ribbon? And nobody could tell us what the and they're everywhere.
And they're everywhere.
They're everywhere. So this is domestic violence.
Yes,
I will
it's-
report that back down to my.
October is National Domestic
Yeah,
Violence
yeah.
Awareness Month.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. So you need a motion to approve?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Motion to approve.
Anybody
So
wanna make a
moved.
Okay, we have a motion.
Second.
Second. All in favor, raise your right hand. All opposed, same. Thank you.
Thank you. FYI for tomorrow, the council, Paula has worked with me, Paula Reimers, with the budget and the wages. And we have a 2013 total dollar increase. I'm gonna pass that around to the commissioners.
Are you giving me one to
Oh,
do?
yeah, sorry. I have one for you. I got one.
Good.
This is cost of living adjustment through Wagner, Irwin, and Shealy's report. If you look up at the top on the right-hand corner under 2013, those were the percentages that they provided us for 2013 market value for wage increase in the state of Indiana to be competitive. We plug that into our numbers. Comes out with a cost of living adjustment down below, 1.9% for the comments, kind of continues across there. Basically, the overall dollar increase is $143.23. We went off of market share, Paula and I did, with her advice, only because of the situation that's happening with our medical right now.
Okay.
Just wanted you guys to be aware of it. I don't believe
This is
obviously-
something the council's gonna have to
This is
decide,
something
right?
the council, for
Okay.
Paula and I, will have to decide,
Okay.
but I wanted you guys to be aware of what I'm going to be presenting them tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
on that.
Thank you.
And then recruitment policy, I know you guys had copies last week and it was
Mhm.
tabled, I just wanted to make sure everybody had a chance to review that.
Mhm.
What was the recommendation on that?
Okay, anybody wanna make a motion that we approve or not approve it? my personal opinion is it's a good document. I think
It's a good communication tool, and that's really what it's basically for, just so that we are all on the same page as far as recruiting in the process, and there's nothing that gets through the cracks or not done correctly per our policy.
I have a couple of things I'd like to discuss. When you post an opening, that has to be up there for 7 days.
Yes, on the website for 7 days, I do that.
Okay.
I also send it electronically to all of the county employees as well at the same time.
Then looking at this, second page, it says advertising, please indicate how you would like this posted or advertised. Internally only. All positions posted internally for 7 calendar days. Well, if that's legally, should not they know
That is, yeah, if they want it internally only, then it would be, that's still what we have to do, that's the recommendation, yes, for the policy. External would be anything above and beyond that if they didn't receive any candidates
Yeah.
that they felt were qualified for the position.
So our department heads, all they need to know, that internally we have to post it 7 days before it can go outside, right? Okay, I was wondering why that was even in there, but that's okay.
Just, I guess, for their awareness too,
Okay.
yeah.
The other thing, and as I was looking through this, and we came up with a problem here a month and a half, 2 months ago,
Okay,
and that's the reason I asked for our job application. I didn't see anything on there unless you were 18 years or under. Something, and I don't know whether you can do this, something where they have to say, yes, at the time of interview or filling one out, that I'm properly licensed, I have my CDL, for example. I think they should be eligible at the time they fill this out, rather than getting a job and be hired and go get your qualifications later.
okay.
Now, maybe that's illegal, but it'd be the same thing with an illegal immigrant. You have to come up with qualifications, I am a US citizen, blah, blah. But I think and I'll just pinpoint, the highway, I think that person, if they apply, because our ad did say that, Class A CDL license required. But at time of employment, time of hiring, as I understand it, they had to go back and get it.
Okay.
In this recruitment policy, because that was probably the key driver to this whole thing. In this recruitment policy, when that application comes in and it doesn't show a Class A, it doesn't go on. The department head doesn't see it, because that person did not meet what we advertised for. That's the biggest difference. The department head's not gonna see that application, because she looks at it, she goes, well, that doesn't meet the qualifications.
That would be yes, that would be the purpose of this. I would want them all to come through here first and generate through here first. And then I would be able to pick and choose who doesn't meet or meet the qualifications.
Then I would say pull out that
The one
two
line item.
sentences internally and state something in there. You must be sure you understand, and they're gonna sign that thing, right?
Yeah, they will.
And put in there, yes, I at this time have all required license certification and stuff. I would take that internally. This is just my suggestion, because that could have caused problems if we wanted it to. Because at the time the app was filled out, they really weren't qualified.
Okay.
Now, that's just my thought, because it could happen in other things.
No, I
We
think
went
that's a
through
valid
one with
point.
the assessor, but we got that taken care of. But they should know that they gotta have their level 3 to be the top assessor. Yes, I do have mine, uncheck yes or no. Now, I don't see it stated specifically, and that's just my thought, but if you don't want to put it, I understand too. But I just didn't want, while we're changing that, to get by.
Okay, using his example, and he's right. Could a department head, does the department head provide you with a list of requirements?
Depends on the position, but I have all full-time job descriptions, so I have those.
So you know, by
I know,
job
by
description,
job
you know
description.
what that job requires.
Yes, I do.
I'm done, that's, because that way they can't, I could see that getting circumvented by saying,
I
well,
can
I'm not
too.
gonna ask for that. So, okay. Then I agree with Tom that there should be a thing is, I certify, I state that I
Yeah.
meet all the requirements of this.
I can certainly do something, yep.
You could
Include that.
insert
Puts it back on them.
Yep.
Yeah, and if they
That's a good
sign,
point, Tom.
falsely, like
Mm-hmm.
that. Outside of that,
Would you want to make a motion with that change, that we accept her recruitment policy?
I so move that we accept the employment policy on recruitment and that the new information be added
Mm-hmm.
and that this be added to the employee handbook effective whenever you get it done.
Okay, have a motion?
I'd second that.
We have a second. Do we have any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, raise your right hand. All those opposed, same sign. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. One more thing, and then I'm done. It's another policy. And you don't have to make a decision today if you do want to review it, but this has been presented to all of us. I think I've spoken to you guys about this regarding the employee insurance.
It cleans it up.
It's just, yeah, it's more, again, it's really another communication tool. The second page, employee insurance is highlighted, what we currently have now, 4.17. The second page shows you the proposed changes are highlighted in the gray. The biggest change is a regular full-time employee who has elected to participate in health insurance coverage will be required to pay 1 month of premiums prior to their eligibility date for each type of health coverage they elect, depending on their hire date. And then it states when full-time employees are eligible for benefits, which is the first day of the month following 30 days, which that was never in there previously. And talks about termination. So it's really communicating it effectively to the employee so
Should
they
take any
understand
question out of it.
how what's going to happen to their check, and that this extra money is going to be coming out prior to their coverage. And this they will actually sign off on too when we're done with an orientation. So we'll have their signature that they understand
Yeah.
as part of the policy. So that's a proposal.
Okay. Need a motion that we approve 4.17 change?
I'd so move that we amend 4.17 to the proposal before us.
Thanks.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, raise your right hand. All opposed, same sign.
Thank you, that's all I have.
Thank you. Amy?
Yeah.
Jenny?